I know it's time for the No Half Step in Hockey coverage, so let me get to it. It's time for operation number 703 for the Renegades of Puck. That is right, operation number 703. And at this moment in hockey history, the Nashville Predators currently find themselves in sixth place in the Central Division. 42 games played. We are now past the halfway point in the season. They have a record of 19, 17, and 6. 44 points has them 1 point behind fifth place and fourth place, St. Louis and Colorado. 8 points behind the Minnesota Wild in third place, which would be an automatic qualifying playoff spot, and 13 points behind second and first place. So the Central Division has an awful lot of parity right now going on between some of these teams. So the division reads Winnipeg in first place at 57 points, with Dallas also at 57 points, but in second because of the games played differential. The Minnesota Wild are in third place with 52 points. Colorado Avalanche have 45. The St. Louis Blues also at 45. The Preds at 44. Arizona in seventh place with 31 points. The Chicago Blackhawks bring up the basement with 26 points, 18 points back of the Nashville Predators. The Nashville Predators have a home record of 9-7-3, which is where their next game will take place. They've scored 118 goals in the season. They've given up 126. That means their goal differential is -8. For the Nashville Predators, once they wrap up this game against the Calgary Flames, they will have another game Tuesday night. So Monday, Tuesday, back-to-backs yet again for the Preds. Columbus Blue Jackets will be the next opponent. Then after that, Thursday, a one-game road trip off to St. Louis. A critically important game in the Central Division considering the standings at this time. Saturday, back home against LA, the 24th versus Winnipeg, the 26th at Bridgestone Arena versus the New Jersey Devils to close out their regular season series. And that takes us to the All-Star break. So the Nashville Predators, 6 games to go until the All-Star break. Now, between the Preds and the Flames, they've already played once this season. It was back on November 3rd, the Nashville Predators' long Northwestern road trip, the CMA road trip as we've come to know it. The Preds defeated the Calgary Flames 4-1. Philip Forsberg had a goal and an assist. Duchesne had a goal and an assist. Lankin 29 out of 30 in a big-time performance. Markstrom took the loss for the Calgary Flames, going 28 out of 31. These two teams will play one more time in the regular season. That will take place on April the 10th when the Nashville Predators will be in Calgary for the second time this season. For the Calgary Flames, overall, 21-14-9 is their record on the season. 51 points has them fourth in the Pacific. On the road, a record of 9-7-7, and they do have a +6 goal differential. Taking a look at the most recent set of games for the Calgary Flames, let's go back and look at a sample size of 5. On the 6th of January is a 4-1 victory versus the New York Islanders. On the 8th of January, 4-3 overtime loss at Chicago, and then a back-to-back with St. Louis. On the 10th, a 4-3 overtime loss at St. Louis, and then on the 12th, a 4-1 victory in St. Louis. Most recently, a 6-5 victory at Dallas. Vladar got the start in the victory, going 29 out of 33 in that game. When it comes to the NHL rankings and the matchups between these two teams, let's see how they go ahead and stack up. In the goals for category, the Calgary Flames are far ahead of the Nashville Predators. 3.14 per game is 18th best in the NHL, while the Nashville Predators are sitting at 2.76, which is 27th overall in the NHL. In goals against, Calgary 1 spot ahead of the Nashville Predators, giving up 2.95 per game. That's 14th best in the NHL. The Predators are giving up 2.98 per game. That is 15th in the NHL. In the shots on net category, shots for in the game, 3rd overall in the league for the Calgary Flames, 34.9 per game, while the Nashville Predators are generating 31.3 shots on net per game. That's 19th best in the NHL. In the shots against category, the Calgary Flames are also 3rd in the NHL, only giving up 27.8 against per game, while the Predators are giving up 34.2. That is a very high number, 29th in the NHL. Their league ranking certainly reflects how high that number is. In the special teams situations, the Calgary Flames are the 25th best rated power play in the NHL, converting at 20% or 28 out of 140 times, while the Nashville Predators have a 17% conversion rate. They are 28th overall in the NHL. The raw data is 24 out of 141 opportunities on the season. The penalty kill, the Calgary Flames lead in this statistical metric as well. 82.1% kill rate is 7th best in the NHL. They've given up 28 power play goals against. The Preds are 15th in penalty kill. 79.1% kill rate. They've given up 31 power play goals against on the season. For the Nashville Predators, a couple of quick injury updates. Borowiecki, of course, still on injured reserve. No time frame for his return, but Carrier now listed as day-to-day. Team reporting nothing significant, but we'll just list it as day-to-day for now. Every team in the NHL has high-powered individuals, so we always like to take a look at the top scorers from each team. Let's take a look at the visiting Calgary Flames Flames first. Lindholm leads the team in scoring, 14 goals and 26 assists for 40 points. The 26 assists is best overall on Calgary. Tyler Toffoli at 15 goals and 22 assists for 37 points on the season. And then Kadri, 17 goals and 18 assists for 35 points. Those 17 goals are the team lead. Huberdeau at 8 and 23 for 31. Anderson, 6 and 23 for 29. In net, Markstrom, 13, 10 and 5 on the season, an 8.93 save percentage, a 2.84 goals against average, and he started and took the loss against the Nashville Predators back on November the 3rd. For the Nashville Predators over on their side of the ledger, Philip Forsberg continues leading the team in total goals with 18 and total points, 38. That means he has 20 assists sandwiched in the middle of that. The captain, Roman Josi, at 11 goals and 23 assists for 34 points. Those 23 assists are leading the Nashville Predators. Matt Duchene, 11 goals and 21 assists for 32 points. Mikhail Granlund, 4 goals and 21 assists for 25 points. And Nino Niederreiter, 13 goals and 10 assists for 23 points. In net, UC Saros is 15, 12, and 5, a 9.19 save percentage, a 2.73 goals against average. Nashville Predators are going to have a very difficult game against the Calgary Flames, as they often do, so they're going to have to bring a much better overall performance than they did in this most recent game against the Buffalo Sabres. Let's go back and take a look at what happened in that game against Buffalo at Bridgestone Arena. It's called the Rebirth Sports Full Game Recap, and it's coming up right now.